didn't catch any pink ones.
Fantastic. The weather cooperated. We didn't catch anything special. We had a great time.
Went well. A lot of fun. Two awesome anglers. Don is the man.
That was good. We caught a lot of fish, just not a lot of big ones. But we caught a good amount. It was fun, ton of fun.
Well, let's get started.
So Al's going to be on the hot seat first no matter what.
Al's team is going to be on the hot seat regardless.
Hey,
are we ahead? You are ahead, but however, I want to tell you, being first place and the first one to weigh in, remember what Steve Gordon said last night, that also puts you in last place as well, so you now officially have owners of the Bullseye t-shirt, and the Snipers are staying over an extra day. So what did, let's talk a little bit while Mike's still getting ready. Al, what'd you guys do today?
We just fished shaky heads on the bluff walls and stuff like that, just primarily trying to keep that bite going. Caught a lot of short fish today. The bite was real soft. I think, Rod here probably had a lot more bites than what he thought he had. The first fish of the day he caught, the bait swallowed it so far down the gullet, the fish never even seen a hook.
Rod, I understand you caught the first one. What'd you catch it on?
Second cast, threw it out there with the little worm he gave me, a shaky head. Wasn't really that hard. And I pretty much laid off. I was waiting for somebody to catch one bigger than that in our boat, so I really didn't have much else to do the rest of the day.
Yeah, I tell you, whatever works, right? Rusty, did you have a good time?
I had a great time. What a great, I want to thank you.
You're welcome.
To invite us down here. You know, I've been in a lot of fishing tournaments in lots of different places. This is as good as it gets.
Well, we're glad to have you. Let's get these fish weighed, see what you guys have. All right, two bass. Tough bite out there today for some.
All right, you guys can watch it up here on the digital readout. These fish are going to lock in at 404. 404.
4 pounds, 4 ounces. We do need to weigh a big bass
You
out
guys
of
are
that.
in the lead and big bass right now. You guys are wanting you to go home.
All right, you guys are in the hot seat. If we can get somebody to return those down to the lake.
That's the way Bill Dance does it. Your thumb looks like a tire.
Gotcha.
All right, guys. Congratulations. Jeff, what'd you catch these fish on?
They're going to weigh one
Fish
for
come on a
big,
tube.
and then we'll add fish to it. This big fish is going to weigh 245 on the big fish. We're going to add 4 to that.
He's got 4 good-looking fish to go with it, Mike.
All right.
While they're bagging them up, what'd you guys catch them on?
I caught everything on a tube. I had one on a shaky head early, but these guys were throwing a tube and waxing me, so I said, it's time to throw a tube.
Did you have any problems with any of the moss on the bottom or keeping algae off your bait?
A little bit, but not bad at all.
Was everything relating to the bottom?
Pretty much.
All right, guys, well, let's see what they weigh. Congratulations. First limit to come in for the day. I think you guys are going to be taking over the hot seat.
All right, we're going to get you guys to get some pictures too before you go too far. Look, there's your new leader right there, 939.
939. Can we get you guys to each reach in and grab a fish?
Go ahead
Hold
and
it
grab
up.
a fish out of there.
Stick it way out there and wait till you get a thumbs up. You know, Mike, are you surprised at, I know you fished today, were you surprised at just the lake conditions and the weather that was taking place?
Well, we had 20 fish, but we didn't have very many keepers, and I attribute that a lot to the clarity of the water and where we were, there wasn't any wind at all.
Don't you think that the changing sky conditions had a lot to do with the bite today?
Yeah, it went from cloudy to sunny to cloudy to sunny. Yep.
All right, right there is our new leading team.
Go ahead and run those down, guys.
All right, Joe Brantley's team fishing with Tom Campeter and Andy Campeter.
Joe
So,
Brantley.
Andy, I know we were on the camera with you today, and we pulled up, and looked like I think you caught the only fish out of the boat, huh?
Well, it was kind of like that all day, you know. Joe, I don't know if he actually does this for real, but he's got a nice shirt, but he can't catch the crap.
Yeah. When I called, I was trying to locate you guys. I think your quote was, "Did you go to the store and just buy a T-shirt and write a bunch of logos on it?"
Well, yeah, and then Tommy thinks that you put an ad in the paper for somebody just with a boat to come out here and take 2 of us out on the lake here, so.
Well, Tommy, I know you fish a lot, mainly river systems. Did you have a good time today?
Yeah, if I could keep it out of the trees, I did okay.
Well, we call those fish sticks. Well, Joe Brantley, he's been on a phenomenal streak lately. Won several tournaments here in the last 6 to 8 weeks. Joe, what'd you catch him on?
We caught them all on shaky head, caught one on top water today. That's it.
Was it everything relating to the bottom besides the top water?
Yeah, they were relating to the bottom. I think that lightning hurt us more than anything.
Lightning does tend to scare off in this clear water overnight when they're on the bed. Wow, we've got one good one to go with it. We need to
How many we
weigh.
got there?
We've got a limit, and we got
A
a good one to go
limit,
with
and
it.
we're going to weigh one for big here. Weighing one for big fish. Weighing one for big. And we're going to add 4 to that. That will get your finger over that. That will be the new leader for big bass right there, 392. Let's go ahead and add 4 to that.
Whose was that?
Joe Brantley, who caught the big fish? I don't know. Somebody tell her who caught that.
He did.
Joe did, all right.
Lucky.
Here we go. I think we're going to have a new leader.
They shook it off for me.
Oh, yeah. 1178. Guys, why don't you get some pictures of those? And then
Good
run them
job.
back
Everybody,
down
if you
there.
guys could reach in and hold it up, stick it way out there, and smile for the camera.
Thank you.
Boy, what is that?
Yeah, that's exactly.
That's his fish.
Yeah.
Knock that one up with the prop.
My contribution.
All right, guys.
Still ripping.
Oh. Joe here is actually leading the Angler of the Year for Central Pro-Am.
Smile.
So this is no surprise.
Between the fish. Good deal. We're going to 2. Hang on, one more.
All right, guys, let's run those back down there. Joe, good job, guys. Good job.
All right, man. How many you guys got?
3 big ones.
3 big ones. I know you guys caught a lot. Did you have fun, Jason?
Oh yeah.
Matt Ells coming to the stage.
Did you throw a grub all day?
Threw a grub all day.
You swimming up in the water column?
Yeah, they were off. I would say they're probably 5 to 6 feet off the bottom where we were catching them.
Was it a slow start, or did you start catching them right off the bat?
Oh, it was real slow start. Real slow.
Well, looks like we got 3 good smallmouth. I don't think it'll do it.
We're going to weigh 3 total fish. Here we go. There are 3 fish. I'm going to guess 602. Hey. Missed it by that much. All right, let's get some pictures, you guys. Well, look how pretty these smallmouth are. Look at the colors on them.
Up high. A little bit higher. Give me there you go. Good deal. Good deal. One more.
All right. Let's run those back down in the water.
All right, next up, Mr. Larry Drawn. Larry, who are you fishing with today?
Larry Drawn to the stage.
The other 2 Marines right.
All right, for those who don't know, these were our snipers yesterday who put on a phenomenal show. Thank you again. Sean, Kip, Samantha, very good job. What'd you guys do today?
We went fishing.
And how'd you catch them?
We caught them on, what the heck were they? Shaky heads. We actually caught probably, 15, 20 fish, and we got 2 keepers. Tim hooked into probably about a 4-pounder, Larry. Close to 5, and lost it through the hook. But nevertheless, we had a great time today. It was awesome.
Well, Larry, did you do any sight fishing, or were you staying off of it?
We did all sight fishing all day, and we were around a lot of big fish. We probably seen a half a dozen or more 4+ pound spots on the beds, so they just weren't hitting.
Tim, what did you think of the water clarity?
I was pretty amazed. I've fished a lot of lakes in my life, and this is the cleanest lake I've ever encountered.
Yeah, it's amazing how much rain that we've had, and it's still this gin clear. How many do you have, Larry? All right, we have 2 fish coming up. We'll take care of them. You guys want to go ahead and approach the scales?
Hey, Aaron, you know, as clear as this water is, they could have used their sniper rifles on that.
Well, they told me last night, they did read the rules, and they noticed for if you weighed in a dead fish, it was a half-pound penalty. And they said if they really got on them, they were going to shoot them, and they would just take the half-pound penalty and let them float to the top.
Yeah, that's a thought, yeah. The visibility is almost 30 foot in some parts of this lake, depending on the sunshine. It's crazy. I've been here 40 years. I don't ever remember being like this. What we got, Mr. Durr? 2 of them? Gonna weigh 2 total.
What do you think's up? I've seen a lot of smallmouth come in today, Mike. Is that pretty typical?
Yeah, it's May. 390 on that, guys. If you ain't first, you're last. That's what he said.
You know where they are. You gotta get the bullseye shirt.
Oh, they got a bullseye shirt. No, you haven't seen what we're weighing in yet.
Step up there, Larry.
Congratulations, guys. Thank you again.
That'll be a good photo right there.
All right, next up, Chris Bunk. Chris, I know you fished with Lyle, and okay, there we go. Mark Nakamitsu.
Chris Bunk coming to the stage.
Mark, how'd you guys kind of fish today?
These guys did a great job. I didn't catch a fish, but I still had a great time. And Chris was great, Lyle was great, and we just had a lot of fun.
It's amazing, when you spend that much time in a boat with one person, you're either going to walk away with a better relationship or you're never going to do this again. Chris, how'd you catch fish?
This morning we caught mostly on spook and then shaky head.
So that top water did come in and play a big factor?
It was like second cast this morning. I caught that 3-pound Kentucky.
Wow. Lyle, I know you fish a lot of tournaments. What did you think of kind of the conditions and what we had to face?
It was good. It was good. The water clarity, I fished up here years ago. Never seen it like this.
I know a lot of the guys that live here said that, this could be the most clear that they've ever seen it, if not, and possibly the second most clear, if it's certainly not up there at the top. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get these locked in.
Guys, got 5 fish limit here. 5 fish limit. 11 something leading this thing. That's going to be right there at second. Look at that. What are the odds of that happening? 10 pounds even, Aaron. 10 pounds.
Oh, guys, we'd just like to remind everybody while they're taking pictures, we have lunch back here on the tables. Feel free once you've weighed in, grab a box. We have all different kinds of drinks in the coolers here. Feel free to help yourself. All right. Next up is The guys who were talking a ton of smack last night.
Who we got here?
We've got Corey Smith, Trevor Monig, and John Campeter. John, what'd you think of the fishing?
New leader, they say.
As long as I beat Andy,
new
it's
leader,
good.
maybe.
Trevor, how'd you guys catch him?
We were on the shaky head with the pumpkin green.
What did you think this year compared to last year?
Awesome both years and even clearer this year. I love the bed fishing. I've never done that before, and it was great.
Corey, what'd you primarily target today?
We did a lot of shaky head. We started off shallow. Not a lot going shallow. We backed off, started catching a lot of fish on shakies. John actually got it all going with the keepers. So we kind of fed off that and made me go do a couple other things. But it was an absolute blast. Both of them caught keepers. It was an absolute blast.
Well, that's fantastic, guys, and you had a good guide today. Go ahead and approach the scales. We'll get the fish up there. And that's one of the things, Mike. Of course, you know this. You guide. We both fish tournaments. All of us have amateur anglers or non-boaters. But how you can learn something from the guy that's behind you.
Every time.
I learned something.
Who caught the big fish, by the way?
I don't know. They're all the same.
All right, I'm going to say Corey then. She just needs to document that. So right now, 11-something's leading. It used to be anyway. Boy, what is leading? What?
11.78.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, looky there.
Hey, Mike, and you know what's crazy?
He's putting the beer can in there. Look at it. Wow, amazing.
I just got short.
Hey, let's get some pictures in there. You guys hold them up. Great job.
Yeah, those light beers don't work on us.
Yeah, he said don't put the light beers in there. Good job. Sounds like shaky head is shaky head in the tube dominate right now.
Corey, what they weigh? 1105. Yeah. Got it? You're good. Take them with me.
Nice looking fish right there.
Come on, happy.
Happy.
Good job.
All right, we'll get those fish back in the water. Brantley, you just barely snuck it out. So far. Who we got coming up now?
All right, boys, enjoy the ride home.
All right, next up, Dale and Ben. I know you guys fished with John Whitman today.
We fished. John didn't really fish.
Well, yeah, and I mean, it's, when you have a boat operator, he didn't even come up to the weigh-in with you.
That's right. I think, we caught all the fish in the boat. We probably caught about 50 fish. They were all about, 14 and a half inches.
Isn't it amazing how many fish that you can catch, but trying to get just that extra half inch or quarter inch? Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing, and of course, I think some of these pros have big egos, so we were trying to take it easy on John, let him catch that first fish.
So what we're saying is John has a big ego? Yeah, he's not with you.
Yeah, apparently that's the story today.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming out. Glad you guys caught something. Thank you.
Who we got coming up, Aaron?
Next up, we've got Jeremy, Scott, and I forget who you're fishing with. Jason.
Jeremy Scott.
While we're going through these fish, did you have fun today?
Oh, it's a great time. First time with the pro, first time at a tournament. Awesome time.
What'd you guys do today, Scott?
We rocked the fish thanks to Jason's sound system.
Well, I know you were listening to the song by Fun or whatever, and that was kind of, I guess, an appropriate theme song for you today. Jason, how'd you catch him?
I caught him on a jig, and they caught him on a shaky head.
So, did you have to deal with any of the algae or the moss on your bait or anything like that?
No moss, all clean other than some grass.
No moss.
Unbelievable how clean the water is. All right, guys, let's go ahead and approach the scales. We'll get them locked in.
Come on up here, guys. These fish are going to weigh in at 623. Let's get some pictures, all right? Well, look at that Kentucky. That Kentucky's belly's rivals mine.
I was going to say, he looks kind of familiar.
Hey, be careful there.
Woo, big old bag.
Yeah, look at that.
Monster.
And that one right there.
Yes.
Good job.
2 shots. Hang on.
All right, next up, Lane Shoemaker, Greg Bettis, and also Phil Lilly.
Lane Shoemaker coming to stage now.
Greg, I know last year I think you fished with Lane, and you actually walked away with our Big Bass Award, right?
Pretty big fish. It was big fun, yeah.
Were you able to repeat this year?
No, sir. I didn't. I had a big one, probably 6 pounds, not quite as big as the one last year, and he got away just as we were pulling in the boat.
Oh, Phil, I know you own one of the just a little bit, I guess, not really south, but it's further down the lake from Table Rock on Tanacoma, one of the premier trout resorts here. How does this compare to trout fishing?
It doesn't compare. Trout fishing is a lot different, and I was out of my element today, but it was fun.
Have a good time. Lane, how'd you catch them?
We used a tube, a PRT, and a grub.
Fantastic, stuck with it. And,
all right, let's weigh these
let's
fish
go ahead
right
and get
here.
these locked.
418, guys, 418. Phil, let's grab some.
Yes.
Let's grab those fish and get some pictures.
Well, that 6 would have really helped. They come in handy.
Phil Lilly and Lane Shoemaker are two of the most respected fishermen in this area by far.
Amen.
All right, good job, guys.
Next up, Pete Winters and Danny Cox. Danny, I know you've done a lot of competition in your life, mainly from the pitching mound. How does the sport of bass fishing, trying to catch 5 of these, compete to trying to strike out a major leaguer?
Well, with a guy like Pete working it for me, that gave me the opportunity, the chance. He knows this lake real well, and we went to some of the spots and put his knowledge to work, and we ended up caught a lot of fish today. And we got 5 nice keepers. It was a great day to go out and do it. And I was glad Pete was my guide for the day.
Well, I know yesterday we were talking about with the snipers and Sean and Tim and that of accuracy. And, it's almost how they had the rifles dialed in. A lot of these pros, they're that dialed in when it comes to fishing. Are we going to weigh a big
Well,
bass?
some of us are.
Well, you noticed I wasn't fishing. Pete, what'd you guys do today?
We caught everything on top water. We probably, 15, 20, I don't know. It was a bunch, but everything on a fluke, spook, wake bait, redfin.
Mainly spotted bass, largemouth or smallmouth?
The spotted bass were out over deep water structure. The smallmouths were on flat gravel, and the largemouths were in shallow water.
The white bass were at the creek.
White bass were as far back as you could go.
Come on in here, guys.
Let's go ahead and get up there.
Pretty good bag of fish right here, Aaron. Come on up, guys. 1178 leading. Is that right? Not anymore. Hello.
Come on.
There's your new leader right there. 1235. 1235. Let's get some pictures, guys. I knew when I lifted that bag it was going to be close. Boy, those are some healthy spotted bass right there.
They are.
They all are the same size. It's good quality fish.
Raise them up, Pete. Come on.
He is.
I got to Yeah, I am.
All right, you good, Steve? All right.
All right, good job,
Good
guys.
job, guys. All right, next up.
Good job, Pete.
J.R. Eisen, Kelly Kruger, Greg Kruger. J.R., get up here.
You guys get to go to the hot.
All right, Greg, how was it fishing with J.R.? This is a family show. This is a family show.
I can say the gig worked the best of everything we had in the boat.
He has been known to gig a few.
Did I hear the word gig?
Much better than last year with the rain, so we did a great job out there.
Well, good deal. Well, Kelly, I know you've got a fun net story. I think when we pulled up to you, you said JR is a former Major League catcher or something.
Well, he's actually a country boy from Steelville, and he was showing his talent. I had brought a fish up, and that fish had jumped right out of the water, and JR put that net out there and caught that dang thing, and he was like Mike Matheny behind the plate. There's nothing going to get by that guy right there.
Good job. JR, how'd you catch him?
In the mouth. No. Shaky head, tube, jig.
Boy, that's pretty much the predominant pattern.
I had fun today, but my grandson.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. All right, well, we've got, looks like a limit of bass, a mixed bag. You guys want to go ahead and approach the scales, and we'll get them in there.
Jeff Durr over there is going, uh-oh.
What's big?
Big is big 392.
We lost the
All right, we're going to weigh one for big here. That's a good fish. 295. 295. Going to add 4 to that, Aaron? Is that right?
Yes, sir. Mixed bag. Looks like we may have a black, couple smallmouth, and maybe a spot.
That smallmouth is 4 foot long.
Jared, are you sure this one isn't a redfish? Looks like it came out of salt water.
Here we go.
They're trying to save some fish, Mike.
No, they didn't cough any sinkers up. You're still good. Oh, that is so close. Look at that. Second place right now, 1165. Let's get some pictures here, guys. Raise some of those fish up. Second place right now.
He said today, he said, one of them bit me.
Well, would you look at the color difference, Aaron, in this smallmouth?
No, I'm
and the
telling you,
other?
that
Look at
smallmouth right there looks like a redfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little, I think he's a little puny. Wow.
All right, we're good. Thank you, guys. Good job. Second place right now.
Next up, person at the mic was our pro, Mike Webb.
These are my, what do you want to call them? Clients today.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, last year, Tony there just had one 4-inch bass, he said. So today we came in and us three caught 20 fish and 2 keepers, but Tony caught both of them this time.
Oh, Tony, what'd you do to create success?
Just casted.
It's just that easy. You just cast.
We felt the hit.
Just cast.
Amen.
What'd you catch it on?
A tube. I had to look at a tube and just kind of felt the hit and shot them in.
Steve, you guys catch a lot of fish, I guess?
We caught a ton of fish. We just a lot of small ones and the rock bass or whatever, goggle eyes. Man, I had the lure for them. So Tony outfished us by far.
Wow. Great job, guys. We'll go
Great
ahead and
job, Tony.
get those drained and up to the scales.
I'm saying these 2 fish are going to weigh 13-12. You're going to be in the hot seat in a minute, Tony. For those 2 fish, yeah. My concern is who's going to get this bullseye shirt's what I'm concerned about. I just hope the snipers are gone when we get it. All right, here we go, guys. Well, I was just a little off on that. 432. Guys, raise them up there. Steve, I would say go ahead and hold one up that you caught, but yeah, Tony caught them both.
An awesome guy.
We did have fun, didn't we, guys? We had a blast.
All right, our last boat is a guy who was in last to take off today because his team took first place last year. He's also tried to be a former NBA basketball player. I understand that's hence the reason for the knee injury. But did you guys have fun today, Philip?
We had a blast. Had an absolute blast. We caught a lot of fish, shaky heads, jigs. You know, we looked at a few on the beds, and I saw Mike go by there, and I caught one off the bed, and I was trying to
Yeah, I was watching.
rub it in his face a little bit.
I was watching.
So, Kevin, what do you think this year compared to last year on just the differences in the conditions?
Yeah, the weather was fantastic this year compared to last year. Last year we had sleet. I think we had everything last year, but this year, man, it was beautiful out there. Water was clear. Nice day.
You have a good time?
Excellent. Awesome.
All right, guys, I understand. Let's see what you got in there. We got 3. Oh, my goodness. I think we may have a...
I think we're going to have a new big bass
winner right here.
Going to weigh 3 fish. But one of them's a good one.
Mike, we definitely have one to weigh for a big fish here.
Who caught the big fish? Yeah, we got a new big bass leader here. Here we go. I'd like 5 of those. 435. 435. Good job. Hey, Phil, who caught that? Phil,
Hey, is Jim Thompson still here?
He's right there. Right there. Come on up here, guys. We're definitely going to want some pictures of this big fish. Pete Winters, you worried about this? 3 fish. These had a little help there. I was like, wow, how'd that happen? 3 fish going to weigh 795. They locked in at. Let's pull those out of there and get some pictures, guys. Hold them out there big, guys. There you go.
I want to remind everybody we've got lunch right here on the table, drinks in the coolers. Please help yourself. We've got one more to weigh in. Joe, I know you've done a lot of fishing. How did this compare to some of the excursions in Alaska and some of the
Alaska's a little more fishing, but this was great. Water was beautiful and the weather was perfect. So had a great time.
Rich, how did you guys catch your fish?
Hook, line, and sinker.
Not going to give up the secrets, huh? Jim, what'd you guys do today?
We were looking at them on the beds. They both got to catch a couple off the beds. Took 10 or 15 minutes on a few of them, but it's pretty exciting. Caught some on a fluke and a jig.
Kind of a mixed bag, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
All right, guys, come on up.
Take a picture again.
These fish are going to weigh 567. Come on up here, guys.
All right, guys, they're going to do some totaling here with the scales. Briefly, I'd like to, I think Sean has a word or two that he wants to say before we award everything, and then where's Sean at?
So it's kind of like a little tradition that we do if we go somewhere and we're invited, we participate in an event. We always try to give back and give the company or the sponsors a little something to say thanks. So Tim and I got a plaque made for Renaissance for you guys. So it's our Shadow Man, laser engraved. It's our 1st Marine Division Sniper School logo. It says to Renaissance Financial Corporation from Gunnery Sergeant Sean Hughes and Sergeant Timothy Smaker, May 8 through 10, 2013. Thanks for having us involved in the Renaissance Financial Invitational One Shot, One Kill.
Good job, Melinda.
All right, it's, again, hats off to Tim, Sean, Larry, Kip, Samantha. Again, just want to thank you guys. That's probably the best award we could have received. It's time to, I believe, award. All right. We've got 2nd place. 11.78 pounds, Joe Brantley, Andy Campeter, and Tom Campeter. Come on up, guys. Also, all right, well, we'll move on. All right, we're going to move ahead to 1st place with 12 pounds, 12.35. Pete Winters and Danny Cox receive $1,200, and because Lou was unable to be here because of his dad being in the hospital, that means I think you guys are going to be splitting some money.
I'll get it to him.
There you go. Hand in the way. Do a handshake and a hand the money deal. One more.
All right, congratulations, guys. And then we have Big Bass. We have Big Bass, instead of doing just the $100 of cash that we were doing, actually Big Cedar came to us, and this is way more than $100, so thank you very much to Courtney and her team here at Big Cedar. But Big Bass is going to receive a vacation package which includes the carriage ride for 2, a boat rental for 4 hours, a dinner for 2, and 1 overnight stay at Falls Lodge. So Philip Stone with 4 pounds, 4.35. Where's Philip at?
Since I live so close and since I've got a boat, I'm going to give this to the guys I fished with today. I don't know where they're at.
Get up here.
Come on up, guys.
I want to see him in a carriage ride.
That means you all 3 have to fit in the carriage ride again. Now this is our second place team: Joe Brantley, Tom Campeter, and Andy Campeter.
I would really hope next year that you don't have a 6-year-old. They take that mentality. I hate one with me. Don't let my kid at home.
All right, and for second place, 300. You guys get $100 a piece. Congratulations, guys. All right, just want to once again, Steve and I have the special award. Okay. Okay, Dale and Ben, where are you guys at? We're going to get these autographed from John Whitman. Your Bullseye t-shirt, wear this with pride because you will always remember what happened.
What am I, guys?
We wanted to take it easy on the scales. We didn't want the scales to wear out.
Guys, thank you so much. Thanks for being good sports. All right, that's it for the Invitational 2013. Thank you guys so much. Thanks to all of our team, Steve and I. There's a whole host of people that's behind this. Too many to thank. Guys, safe travels, safe flights, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon.